In Illinois, in most cases, you have 2 years to file a lawsuit. But that rule isn't necessarily, it's not, there are some cases where there's more time and there's some cases where there's less time. For instance, if you're going to sue a municipality, you only have 1 year in most cases to sue the municipality. So the rule is, call a lawyer today. Don't wait. Well, as far as talking to law enforcement goes, I do recommend that you give the police your side of the story about how the accident happened. I think it's important to talk to a lawyer before you talk to anybody else. I recommend getting medical help as soon as possible. If that's the date of the accident and you take an ambulance to the emergency room, if you need treatment, you should do that. It's always better to do things now instead of waiting. Attorneys know how to make the insurance companies pay. It's very simple. We have the option of taking the case to court, taking the case to trial. That's the hammer that we bring to make sure that they pay full value. I do recommend in some cases that my clients keep a journal of some of their injuries in certain circumstances, because sometimes people forget over time how their injuries affected their day-to-day life, and that's an important part of your settlement. It's an important part of how we make the case that your injury affected your normal life. However, I would also say that hopefully if you're seeing a doctor, your doctor should also be documenting your injuries, and so that's going to be an important part of how your case resolves as well. I think the things that people do most to hurt their case is, number one, they don't call an attorney early in the process. And so they start doing things and talking to people without talking to an attorney. Number two, they talk to the insurance company without an attorney. That's almost always going to hurt your case. It's never going to help your case. Number three, they don't seek medical treatment even though they're hurt. Humans like to pretend that they're not hurt. It's something that we're evolved to do, right? You don't want to ever admit to someone that you're vulnerable and that you're injured, but it's important to make sure that you go and see a doctor early, because if you don't go see a doctor early, you might have injuries that get worse over time. The other thing people do is they go on social media. Why would you go on social media and make statements that the insurance companies and the lawyers can see that may well hurt your case? Our firm never charges any upfront fee for representation in any kind of an injury accident. Most law firms in Chicago take 1/3 as a contingency fee. Some law firms have an escalating scale where if the case goes to court or goes to trial, you have to pay a higher fee. Our firm does not charge anything like that. Our fee is flat, 1/3, no matter what happens. We'll go all the way with you. If you'd like to learn more and get a free consultation, please call the number on the screen or click on our website.